Look at where we are, honestly.
I know, I've had an insanely wonderful day. And tonight with Pascal, my greatest hope is to learn about what made Pascal who he is.
You comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking forward for the dinner and get a little bit deeper into who I am and where I come from. Everybody think I'm a snob or whatever. You know, people look at me and say, ah, he's got this, got that, you know, look at him, look at that, you know. It's easy to judge the book by the cover, but you got to read the story. And I think once you know the story, then you understand the person.
Here's to the first of many crazy dates.
Many crazy dates, okay?
I'll drink to that.
I drink. So, how do I start?
I know.
What did you went to college?
I went to University of Maryland.
What did you study?
I majored in computer science.
Whoa, wow,
Yeah.
I got a smart woman in here.
And I wrote code for a bunch of years
yes.
until I got married and had my kids.
And how long were you married before your husband passed away? How many years?
32 years.
32 years?
Yeah.
I'm a believer in a marriage. You got to be open and you got to be a listener, and I love to listen. So.
Yeah, I know. You've been asking me questions about me all day, so like, thank you for listening. But I would love to know, like, how you ended up being who you are.
It's very hard for me to be vulnerable because I've always been the standalone pillar where, you know, I never really had any support from where I come from. You know, when you talk about Paris, you talk about the beauty of Paris. This is not where I live. I had a very tough childhood where money was always an issue. We were living in an apartment where, you know, we were 6 in a room, 2 in each bed. We had no bathroom, no shower. And I was very resentful because I never had my mom or my dad come up and give me a compliment or sit me or give me a hug and tell me I love you. You know, as soon as I come home, go play in the street, go play in the street, go play in the street. And at a young age, I had the opportunity to move to the United States, and I'm about to pack, and I had a pair of shoes I was wearing, and I had another pair of shoes, and I said to my father, I said, look, I said, you know, should I take that pair of shoes? There is a hole on it. My dad said, hold on, I'm gonna fix it. He goes, he come back about 5 minutes later, and he put a piece of cardboard inside that will hold until you could buy yourself a new one. And, you know, that said to me, you know, I'm going and I'm going to be successful. I'm going to make something out of myself. And I flew to the United States. I didn't speak a word of English.
Scary.
Not a word of English. When I wanted to talk to somebody, I had nobody to talk to. So I used to go to my little apartment and look at myself in the mirror and say, you got it, you got it, you got it. Believe in yourself. Be positive. You're positive. You got it.
I'm so glad he opened up to me. Hearing his story made me feel even more hopeful. He had a rough start to life. The fact that he's such like a solid human being, I really respect Pascal. I love that, like, you stopped the cycle that your parents started.
Yes.
And then when you were telling me your story, I think, you know, there's this whole concept of having a soft landing. Like, no matter what happens, somebody will be there to catch you. And you never had that feeling.
Yeah, never had that feeling.
And I always had that feeling, and I don't feel like I have it now. That is something I really do miss. I don't feel safe like I used to. So I'm putting myself out here, and like...
Yeah, you have. Look at her.
It's great. So far, so good, right?
I really like Joan. She's a wonderful lady, and had an incredible day. We had a lot of laugh, a lot of great conversation. It's just natural. There is no doubt in my mind that Joan and I definitely have a connection.